Hello everyone, welcome back to Brain Power classes. Today we are starting with class 11 geography chapter number 4 climatic regions. So first let's understand what exactly climate means. Weather tells us about the atmospheric conditions of a place for a short period of a time, climatic but climate means the long-term pattern of a weather condition of a region. Usually, climate is studied by observing weather conditions for a long period, about 30 years. Climate has a direct or indirect influence on our life. It affects our food, occupation, houses, clothes, and many other human activities. So, it also affects soil formation, vegetation, and agriculture. Now, climatic regions can be classified in different ways. In this chapter, we are going to study them mainly according to their latitudinal location. So, let's start with the first major category, low latitude regions. Before that, observe this map carefully. See all the places properly where vegetation is sparse, where is a rainforest, where rain shadow, this all. Directly we are starting with the low latitude regions. First is equatorial rainforest. So observe the figure 4.2a of Belém, Brazil and figure 4.2b of Singapore. So here, on the basis of these two graphs, they have asked a couple of questions. So first question is, in which months there is no rainfall. So in both the diagrams you can see, in both the figures, in both Belém and Singapore, it rains throughout a year. This is the answer. In both Belém and Singapore, it rains throughout the year. Second question is, in which month is the temperature highest? So, uh, in Belém, Brazil, in the month of October, temperature is high in Belém, and in month of May in Singapore. So, the temperature is highest in the month of October in Belém and the month of May in Singapore. Third question is, in which in which month is the temperature lowest? So again observe both the graphs carefully. You can see there temperature is lowest in the months of January and February in Belém, and in the month of December and January in Singapore. So lowest temperature in Belém in month of January and February, and in Singapore in December and January. And next question is, write a concluding statement about the climate of both places based on the questions above. So we have discussed and answered these four questions. Observe the graphs carefully, and on the basis of that, write a comparison or conclusion type what you understood or what exactly is given there. In fifth question, we will move with the geographical explanation. So this is the first type, is equatorial rainforest climate. As the name suggests, this climate is found around the equator, mainly between 0 degree and 10 degree north and south latitudes. Here, the sun rays are almost directly overhead throughout the year. Because of this, the temperature remains almost constant throughout the year. The average temperature is around 27 degrees Celsius. एंड अब देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पर समर और विंटर का क्लियर डिफरेंस नहीं होता, बिकॉज टेम्परेचर रिमेन्स हाई थ्रू आउट द ईयर. नाउ this was about all about the temperature. Now let's understand the rainfall. This region is influenced by the ITC's head, intertropical convergence zone. So here the northeast and southeast trade wind converge, that is they come together. So the air here is warm and humid due to convectional currents. This moist air rises upward cools, condenses, and produces heavy convectional rainfall. Because of this, rainfall occurs almost throughout the year, and the annual rainfall is around 2500 to 3000 mm. Because of high rainfall and temperature, there is also high humidity and heavy cloud cover. Now, what kind of vegetation will we find here? Obviously, because of the hot and wet conditions, this region has dense rainforest. There are huge and tall hardwood trees, climbing and jumping animals, reptiles, and a very high level of biodiversity. So, and the soils are iron rich, and chemical weathering is more effective than physical weathering. You can see here in this diagram also, in this sorry table, all things are given. So the soil here is iron rich, and chemical weathering is more effective than physical. Dense forests are also inhabited by various tribal communities, and distribution is this climate is found in the Amazon basin, Congo basin, east coast of Central America, Madagascar, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Papua New Guinea. So remember one thing here: high temperature plus heavy rainfall throughout the year means equatorial rainforest climate. Now our second is tropical monsoon climate. Now read the graph 4.3a and b and answer the following questions. Look at the places on the map. First of all, observe this graph carefully. Then we'll see the questions. Now, first map is of a Mangaluru, India, graph, and second one is a Cairns, Australia. So observe both maps carefully. Now, first question is name the months of highest and lowest rainfall. What is the difference between the values of rainfall? Now, and see Mangaluru, highest rainfall is in month of July with around 1143 mm rainfall, and the lowest rainfall was found in the month of January. You can say in the month of January, which is the driest month, and because of this, the difference you can see the difference between the the values of rainfall is 1143 mm. Huh. And in Cairns, Australia, highest rainfall is 486 mm in February month, and least amount of rainfall occurs in August. It is around 37 mm. So the difference between the values of rainfall is 449 mm. So this was the first question answer. Second question is name the months of highest and the lowest temperatures. Now observe the graph of Mangaluru, India. So first thing is see highest and lowest temperature in Mangaluru, India is around 32.44 degrees Celsius. In and in January with the 21.6 degrees Celsius, and the highest and lowest temperature in Cairns, Australia. It is you can see in January month it is around 27.5 degrees Celsius, and in July it is 16.4 degrees Celsius. It means coldest month we can say. So this was the answer of second question. Uh, Third question is are the months of rainfall same in both the places? If not, why? So you can see in both Mangaluru, India and Cairns, Australia, rainfall months are not same because both places are different. Now in Mangaluru, India, it rains May to November, and in Cairns, Australia, it rains November to May. Next question is what could be the factors which influence the climate of these places? So, like to see major factor. Mangaluru lies in northern hemisphere, while uh, Cairns lies in southern hemispheres. This is a major difference. Now, next fifth question is, what differences do you find in the graphs in fig, and these what are that? So first is variations in rainfall and temperatures. So Mangaluru and Cairo both lies in different hemisphere, so their temperature, their vegetation, their climate, all things will be different. And sixth question is, write a concluding statement. We have discussed five questions, and based on the map and the discussed answer, write a final concluding statement. So in this, now we will see geographical explanation. The most important points here is that this climate has a distinct season. Unlike the equatorial rainforest, here we also have a short dry season. The main reason behind this climate is the presence of a seasonal winds. Land and water, land and water heat and cool at different rates. Because of this, pressure conditions changes, and as a result, the direction of winds also changes. During summer, the land becomes hotter and low pressure develops over the land. The sea has relatively higher pressure, so winds move from sea towards land. These winds carry moisture with them and therefore bring rainfall. During winter, the situation reverse, and dry northeast monsoon winds become important. So the summer temperature is around 27 to 32 degrees Celsius, while winter temperature is around 15 degrees Celsius to 24 degrees Celsius. And uh, rainfall ranges from around 250 to 2500 mm. In India, orographic rainfall is also important in this region, and vegetation is less dense compared to the equatorial rainforest. It may range from jungle to thorn forest towards drier boundaries. Large herbivores and carnivores such as tigers are also found in this. Agriculture is very important here, especially paddy rice agriculture. And distribution is, uh, this climate is found in coastal areas of southwest India, Southeast Asia, Southwest Africa, northeastern and southeastern Brazil, northern Australia, parts of Japan. So in this, remember one thing: seasonal monsoon and distinct wet and dry seasons means climate. Tropical monsoon climate. Next, we will in the next part we will study tropical savanna type of climate and tropical desert or arid type of climate. So till wait for part 2. Thank you everyone. Keep learning and keep growing with brain power classes. See you in next video.